If you came to this video looking for secrets to beat Dark Souls, I'm sorry. That isn't what this video is about.
You stink, loser!
The things I'm about to show you are fan-made games, designed to make players hate themselves, the creators, and ultimately, the mortal plane in which they exist.
You guys suck! You guys suck! Shut up, put in the smoke, man!
Despite all of that, there's an entire community of people who have devoted a significant portion of their lives to getting obscenely good at these games, and another community of people making the games in question. The year is 2007. A guy named Michael O'Reilly released a game titled I Wanna Be the Guy, designed to be as mean as possible to the person dumb enough to play it, full of unforeseeable traps and sadistic levels based on classic games already known for being pretty hard. The whole game is made to be as frustrating as humanly possible, but so rewarding to the person with enough patience and tenacity to see it through. If we fast forward a bit, there's a developing community of people making even more psychotic games based on I Wanna Be the Guy, and now an entire website dedicated to hosting the various creations people have come up with over 12,000 fan games currently, and more being submitted every day. But it doesn't stop there. As of 2020, there's a free-to-play Steam game inspired by the Mario Maker series that allows people with minimal experience to dip their hands in the world of playing and making I Wanna Be the Guy fan games. But let's back up a little bit to 2015. A small group of hardcore fan game players started an event called Fangame Marathon to showcase some of the top players and speedrunners of these fan games. A 5-day-long event set out to promote the community, the games, and most importantly, just how much fun the most unfun games on the planet can actually be. But Fangame Marathon isn't limited to just games based on I Wanna Be the Guy. You might have noticed at the beginning of this video, I showed clips of fan-made versions of Super Mario 64 and Super Monkey Ball as well. Pretty much any game that's a modified version of an existing title is welcome to be showcased at Fangame Marathon, which is a really cool thing because it gives all these very niche and segmented communities a chance to come together and show off what makes each of them unique and interesting. At this point, I could tell you all about the event and the history of how it became what it is today, but instead, I decided to call up my friend Wolsk, the guy behind it all. So, are you the founder of Fangame Marathon?
I'm not the original founder. The original founder was TJ and Clayzen, actually. It was two people who did it together. They both just had the idea, and it was originally just I Wanna Be the Guy fan games exclusively. And then after those 2 years, they decided to step down. Neither of them really wanted to be the main organizers of it. And then Patrick GH3 took it over, maker of Patrick's Parabox. And he did that for 1 year and then was like, all right, I can't do this anymore. And at that point, it was kind of a situation where it was available, and I had already done the tech crew for 3 years at that point, doing various things. So I kind of knew what to expect. And I took it over in a feeling of, well, someone has to do it. And I just have manned it since.
So, you're not the founder, but you are now the person who runs it.
Yes.
You are the head of it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been for like 7 years now.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, that makes sense. And most of what has evolved from Fangame Marathon is your doing for the most part.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the rest of my interview still works here.
Cool.
All right. So you're not the founder of Fangame Marathon, but you've been involved with it since it started.
Mm-hmm.
How did it come to be? Like, how did Fangame Marathon become what it is?
I can't say I know that exactly, but TJ was always someone who liked doing community events. Like, he would organize races and stuff for the community, or just various ideas. Like, I think he was responsible for Fangame Bingo, which obviously based on bingo from other speedrun communities. So it was just kind of another thing in his list of community ideas that he came up with. And like I said, it was all for I Wanna Be the Guy originally. So it was just more I Wanna Be the Guy community stuff. And Clayzen was always, he's like been in the community for an extremely long time and was always kind of a back end kind of person, someone who people would know his name, but he would never like made a face for himself as much. He would always do things behind the scenes. So he was the one who would handle the technical side of it, while TJ handled
the showmanship side of things, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough, man. What's your favorite part of hosting the event, Fangame Marathon?
It really is just seeing different communities mesh together. Because like I said, like that was the thing that I really was proud of doing, is expanding it outside of our community. Is now we have Mario 64, Monkey Ball, Super Metroid, Super Mario World. Like there's so many different communities taking part. And we have a fish out of water event, which is an event where the people from different communities, you get one person and they just swap games. So like I Want to Be the Guy will be playing a Toho game and they don't have any experience with that. So they're doing that for the first time. They're all playing it at the same time, which is like fun for the viewers and for the players, and they get to experience something new. There was actually a player 2 years ago at this point who took part in Fish Out of Water, and they tried Celeste, and they were an I Want to Be the Guy person, and they just like the amount of fun that they had playing Celeste made them actually like quit I Want to Be the Guy fan games and play Celeste like exclusively. And that might sound like, oh no, the I Want to Be the Guy community lost someone, but in my head it's like that's kind of like best case scenario, right?
Yeah,
like
for sure. 100%.
100%. Like they found something that they really enjoy, and they like made some friends in that new community.
That's another thing that I love about Fangame Marathon so much since I've been involved in it. Here's a question. It's going to put you on the spot a little bit, and I apologize in advance for that. What are you looking forward to most for this year's event?
Oh, hold on.
Whether it's a
just, like,
specific run or like just an aspect of the event this year.
I mean, I can say at this point, I'm always looking forward to the Monkey Ball hacks. They're like just truly incredible every single time, and those people are beyond skilled.
Oh my God. I grew up with Monkey Ball 2 on the GameCube, and
Fucking impossible.
Any chance to see Super Monkey Ball in that regard is so crazy to me.
Oh, okay. I can list two things that I am extremely looking forward to. Well, outside of Monkey Ball. One is the Ants tournament, which is a first time. We usually do what's known as the avoidance tournament, which I Want to Be the Guy stuff. It's bullet hell, avoid the projectiles, and it's 1v1 and see who gets the least amount of hits in it. So to try to mix up the formula this year, we're doing Ants tournament, which is avoidance without the avoid. And the whole point is you're supposed to collect the projectiles, like catch as many of them as you can. And it's like some of the avoidances have been buffed to a point of like there's tons of bullets, and there's like a combo meter, and there's like hold notes and stuff. And it's going to be really cool. Like I've seen some of the things they've done, and I've seen the final avoidance, and it looks incredible.
That sounds really interesting, but also like it's going to go against what every fan game player has ever been taught in their entire life. Like,
yep. And the other one is a TAS of Camellia 3 100%, which has been in the works for like a year at this point. It's widely considered one of the hardest fan games worth playing, essentially. So 100% is ridiculous, and it's going to be, I think, like 3 hours and 15 minutes of tassing. So it's insane. That's
crazy. Well, man, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. I think I've got all I need, and I'm looking forward to this event a whole lot. We don't have much longer before it starts.
I'm worrying a little bit, but we'll get there.
All right, man. I'm sure it's gonna be a blast, just like every time.
Thank you.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing, and you have a great night, man.
You too, bud.
In conclusion, if you're at all interested in this insane community of absolutely unhinged gamers, this year's Fangame Marathon will be streaming live this July 12th through the 16th on their Twitch channel, with the individual runs from the marathon being uploaded afterward on their YouTube channel, which I will link everywhere in this video. You know what else? I'm going to be in this year's Fangame Marathon for my third year in a row, playing a very special Super Mario World ROM hack made just for the event. And so again, if any of this sounds interesting to you, I highly suggest you check out Fangame Marathon at their various pages. Again, I'm going to link it all in the description and the pinned comment of this video. And on behalf of myself and everyone over at Fangame Marathon, we really hope to see you there. And thank you so much for watching this video.